Hello. Hi, everybody. I'm Janelle, and I'm here to share about my human design journey. I'm a mental projector, and there's not a whole lot from the mental projector perspective out there in the human design world, so I wanted to share. And this is going to be really candid and uncensored, and I live on the second floor of a 3-story building, so you're going to hear bumps and stuff, and there's construction going on outside, so I'll do my best to keep the noise to a minimum, except for my voice, obviously. So I've been in my human design experiment for almost 5 years now, 5 years in April, and as a mental projector, I think it's a truly unique experience to go through. We have an authority that is often described as none, outer authority, environmental authority, soundboarding. Which is it, people? It's really kind of broad and vague, and that used to bug the shit out of me, but now I realize that that's the gift of the mental projector. And as I go through this series, this video diary type series, I'll talk about the mental projector authority, what it feels like for me, the pieces and parts to it, also how it can feel kind of limiting to be a mental projector, or really any projector, because this is a generator world. But I'll talk about all the types, I'm sure. I'll share some personal stories in regards to human design and my life. I guess I should back up and introduce myself. Like I said, I'm Janelle. Hi, I'm 39. I live in Colorado with my husband and my dogs. I work part-time as a server at a restaurant. And then I have my own human design intuitive reading business that I am working on. So I'm sure you'll get to hear all about it. I'll start with really what happened when I figured out I was a mental projector. So if you're brand new to human design and you don't have a human design chart, go to any of the free services. I prefer mybodygraph.com. Put in your birth information and you'll get a human design chart. This is what I did after listening to a podcast. I don't remember whose podcast it was, but they had, oh yes, I do. It was the Balanced Blonde, and she had Jenna Zoe on, and they were talking about human design. And I was like, oh, cool. It's like astrology. I'm going to find out I'm a Scorpio and a Taurus rising, and how fun. So I went to the website and I put in my birth information. It's free. That's the other thing that got me. It's free to find out your type and a lot of other stuff. So I put in my birth information and it popped up as a generator, a sacral generator. If you don't know what that means now, I'm sure I'll go over it in later videos. Sacral is an authority type in human design. And so I went about my little journey into human design, reading about being a generator. Do what lights you up? Yes or no? All of these things. I even did some fun readings for my friends and my family, and I really started to get into this thing when I looked at my birth information that I had typed in. And at this time, my body graph was military time. I don't think it is anymore, but it was at this time. And I looked at it, and it said 4:39. And I was like, wait. I was born at 4:39 p.m. Shouldn't this say 16:39? So I did the mistake that all human design newbies do, or are warned about, or are afraid they're going to do. I put in my birth time incorrectly. I put in an AM birth time when I was born in the PM. And so for several months at the beginning of my human design journey, I thought I was a sacral generator. And it was fun. It felt nice, but it was like, I wouldn't say trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. It was more trying to fit like a round hole into a slightly misshapen round hole. Like a lot of pieces were kind of, okay, this is nice, but it really didn't feel like me. So when I fixed my birth time and saw that I was a mental projector, I was very upset. First of all, I was pissed off at myself for doing this. I had to go through all my other charts for my friends, my family. Oh my gosh, did I do this to somebody else? Did I just ruin someone else's human design experience? As a third line profile, you'll understand why I got so upset and wanted to burn it all down. I'll talk about profiles at some point too. So after I made sure I didn't make that mistake anywhere else, and I did not, so I'm sure I had to learn this lesson, and that's why it only happened to me. I looked at my chart, realized I was a mental projector and was not happy. Said, this is too hard. This is too vague. What the hell does this even mean? And I threw aside all my human design stuff, all my books. I unfollowed a bunch of people on Instagram. I stopped listening to the podcasts. I was like, this is stupid. This is dumb. This is too woo-woo. I don't like this. And then it just kept coming back around. I kept listening to other podcasts that didn't have anything to do with human design, and human design stuff would pop up. I would find myself going and looking on Instagram at the profiles I used to follow, hello Jess Fields, and being like secretly like, oh, what's going on over there? Like I was cheating on myself with human design. I love Jess Fields, by the way, big time follower. And it just felt so silly that I was like, I really want to learn about this and I really want to see what this is about. But one, I'm afraid, because the more and more I learned about being a projector, and even more specifically a mental projector, I freaked out because there's not a lot of information about us, first of all. And what is out there is very much like, okay, to make decisions, you put yourself in different environments and think about it and process, and then you talk to different people and think about it and process, and there you go. Clarity, you did it. No, it's not, doesn't go like that. At least it hasn't in my experience. It's not like a lot of the other more cut and dry authorities out there in human design. And it just felt hard. I was like, this is going to be hard. Why can't I be a sacral generator? That sounds so easy. That's when I knew I was on the right track, is when I was really upset about all of this stuff, because I knew it was just shining a mirror in my face saying, look, this is who you are. You've got to deal with it now. Because pretty much my whole life, I've kind of just let the past be in the past. We're in the present. We're looking towards the future. Past, who cares about that stuff? Bleh. And that is incomplete. The past has happened. Yes, you can't go back and change it, but you can learn from it. I guess I just really didn't want to look at the mistakes. I didn't want to look at things and go, oh, I wish I would have done it this way. Even though logically I know that now I have more information than I did when I made that choice. So perhaps I made the best choice that I possibly could with the information that I had. So looking at my mental projector chart, realizing I had a lot of inner work to do, and I was just kind of being blasé about it and treating this more like a little astrology blurb in a newspaper. You can tell how old I am. Newspaper, hello. I really dove in deep. I really don't like the term deep dive, but I really kind of got into it a lot. And I signed up for workshops. I befriended a ton of people. I read a bunch of people's charts. And then I started my reading business. And that's kind of where I'm at now. And this whole series of videos is just going to be a candid look at my life with a human design slant and what I've got going on. The first few videos, I'm sure, will have some stuff about strategy, authority, profile, and type, and all that stuff. I'm very inconsistent in my energy in human design, so these videos are purposefully inconsistent. I don't really have notes. I have like my scrawlings here that I don't even really look at, and I'm just going with the flow. So that's how it's gonna go. If you have questions, or if you like listening to me, comment, I guess subscribe to my channel. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? I'm also not really a tech savvy person, so these videos are going to be simple and to the point, and probably not flashy or a lot of visual or sound effects. So hopefully my crazy arms will be enough for you. So again, thank you for watching my intro video, and I hope that you continue to listen to me share.